AskReddit by Naji85. Growing up, what are items only rich kids had? A new car at 16. Honestly, even a used car says rich to me. The giant box of Crayola crayons with the sharpener in the back. Oh, I coveted those. Me with my Tupperware full of mixed off brand, partly used crayons. Dedicated child play spaces, playrooms in homes. My daughters share a bedroom so we can have a playroom. I'm gonna be sad when they don't want to play anymore and want their own bedrooms. Their room is perfect for resting. And their playroom is where they can be creative. I think it's better to have toys and bed separate. I wish it was possible for all kids to have space to be creative. A Super Nintendo and a Sega Genesis. Growing up I could never dream of this. Ski lift passes attached to their winter jackets. I had this thanks to my foster family who took me on holidays with them even though they wouldn't get any costs reimbursed. I was so lucky. A pool. 100% agree. This is the obvious answer. Especially if you live in a place that has legitimate winters, snow and bullshit from October to March. Their own phone line. A separate phone line for the computer so you didn't get kicked off the internet when someone called the house. Deleted. This. Upper middle class families went up to the cottage for school breaks, long weekends, summer vacation. The idea of owning a second piece of real estate that no one was actively living in most of the time was insane to me. My friend had a jet ski, and I could not conceive of a reality where my parents would buy me one of those. My friend in high school had one. He was actually really rich and used to invite all of us out to the lake once a week every summer so we could all ride on it. We just had to chip in for gas money to get to the lake. He would also provide amazing snacks. It was awesome. I grew up poor, so having a rich and kind friend like him was incredible. Uggs, the first time around. They are back and I'm so confused. I still have my old ones. Appliances made out of stainless steel, a fridge with an ice water dispenser. My in-laws live in Europe and my spouse is an immigrant. We sent our kids to be with my spouse's family every summer to help them be better at speaking that language. My daughter was lamenting to me one year when she was maybe 12 about how she hated going, because you couldn't even get water from the fridge door. I'm like, girl, we can't do that at our house either. It was the funniest and weirdest complaint to pick as why not to go on a European vacation. Birthday parties at the skating rink. Birthday parties anywhere other than their own home. Still remember the horse stable one a friend had. Braces. Can't afford them as a kid, but if you try to get them as an adult, your insurance refuses to cover them because you're over 18 yo. I hate it. Ray-Bans. Most other knockoff clothing and accessories were difficult to spot, but authentic Ray-Bans were a singular status symbol. Thanks mostly to the Lost Boys. I bought a knockoff pair of Ray-Bans in Korea for $5 that I loved. I broke them and have been chasing the high ever since. Seriously, those knockoffs were better than the $150 minus $200 follow-ups I got. A swing set. Even more so if it was wooden or anchored to the ground. Or a trampoline. Lunchables. Fruit roll-ups and Dunkaroos too. Projector screen in the basement. Hot lunches. We had a separate line for free bag lunches just in case any of the kids were confused about who was poor. We had free lunch punch tickets that the homeroom teacher would call us poor all out by name to get our ticket for the day. I was so ashamed that I never once ate in school no matter how hungry I was, and trust me, I was starving. We had no food at home. This has been a main memory for me my whole life. So glad they don't do that anymore. Rich kids in my smaller towns. Younger kid, Power Wheel and any game console. Early teen. Curated matching room with their furniture. Late teen. Car from their parents. There is a difference between car from parents equals less than 2 years old and they get to pick it out vs getting the hand-me-down 15-plus-year-old rust bucket. Cable TV. We had cable but with a black box, it had all the channels if you know what I'm saying. Literally all name brand clothing. Hollister, American Eagle etc. Nothing short of. I wore hand-me-downs and had a track phone. I could afford cheap brands like Old Navy, but yeah, American Eagle $60 jeans were a pipe dream. A father. I used to play catch with mine. His name was Wall, and he was made of plaster. My wall was also plastered all the time. Maids. And nannies. They all had Jetus, not the fanciest of cars, but for some reason, all the rich students at my high school had one. The essential first car for a high school girl, same at my school. New clothing, not hand-me-downs. I remember looking forward to Christmas so I could get new clothes each year.